Good day everyone. We are from Group 1 of Grade 12 John Maxwell and we'll be discussing the story about Ramayana.
But first, let us know something about the author. Maharshi Valmiki, the author of the great Indian epic Ramayana, was a Hindu sage who lived around the beginning of the first millennium BC. Maharshi Valmiki's full name is Ratnakarta. Valmiki was born as Agni Sharma to a Brahmin named Pracheta, also known as Sumali. He is referred to as Adikavi. Adikavi means first poet, the original creator of the Hindu sloka. In other terms, sloka, a couplet of Sanskrit verse, especially one in each line, contains 16 syllables. A verse from in which most of the greatest epics such as Ramayana, Mahabharata, Punas, and other works are composed. And now, let us move on to the epic. The Ramayana is an ancient Indian epic composed sometime in the 5th century BCE or before Common Era, about the exile and the return of Rama, Prince of Ayodhya, because Rama's quest to rescue his beloved wife Sita from the clutches of Ravana with the help of an army of monkeys. It was composed in Sanskrit by the sage Valmiki, who taught it to Rama's son, the twins of Lava and Kush. Sanskrit is a primary sacred language of Hinduism. Just a quick trivia, Sanskrit is the world's oldest language. And furthermore, Ramayana occurred in real, as per Dr. Vadlamudi Raghavendra Rao, a professor of anthropology. And now let us go on to the settings. Place. It was composed in Sanskrit by the sage of Valmiki. As I said earlier, Sanskrit is the primary sacred language of Hinduism. Time. It was composed sometime in the 5th century BCE or before Common Era, about the exile and then the return of Rama, the Prince of Ayodhya. So this story happens in the Ayodhya, or the city in India.
So for the characters of the story, first we have Rama. He is the son of King Dasaratha and Queen Kausalya. He is also a prince of Ayodhya. He is an avatara of Vishnu and ang alam ko ay pang-7th siya. Si God Vishnu, siya yung second god sa Hindu triumvirate and siya yung preserver and protector ng universe. Avatara or avatar means god or goddess which comes down to earth in a human form. Basically, si Rama ay yung human form ni Vishnu. So si Rama ay mabuti, malakas at nirerespeto dahil sa kakayahan niya o ang gawin yung mga bagay-bagay. He is also married to Sita, whom he loves deeply. He has strong bond with his brother Lakshmana as well. So for the second character ay si Sita. Anak siya ni King Janak, an ancient Indian king, and tatagpuan niya si Sita at kinupkop. Si Sita, asawa niya si Rama. And nung pinatalsik si Rama sa forest, mama si Sita dito kasi mahal na mahal niya si Rama. And siya naman yung avatara ni Goddess Lakshmi, which is asawa ni God Vishnu. And the third character is Ravana. Ravana is a Rakshasa who performed penance for the god for many years. So, ang Rakshasa, meaning nun is yung supernatural being in Hindu mythology. Ito rin yung tinatawag na man-eaters. Nag-perform siya ng penance kay God Shiva and ang kapalit nun ay yung he received great blessing, which is he cannot be killed with any god or by any god and demons or other divine being. His arrogance combined with great intelligence and power has led him to rule over much of the earth, spreading terrible evil everywhere he goes. So dahil nga sa kasamaan niya, sa kagalingan niya at sa katalinuhan niya, hindi siya napapatay ng kahit na sino at naginamit niya para gumawa ng kasamaan. Next ay si Lakshmana. Si Lakshmana ay may kakambal na si Shatrughna. Siya ay pangalawa sa anak ni King Dasaratha sa pangalawa nitong asawa na si Sumitra. Kasal naman ito sa kapatid ni Sita na si Urmila. And Lakshmana is a devoted brother to Rama. To the point na sinundan or sinamahan nito si Rama nung pinatapon ito sa forest. Next ay si King Dasaratha. He is a king of Ayodhya. He had 3 wives and 4 sons. Kausalya, the mother of Rama, and Kaikeyi, the mother of Bharatha and Sumitra, the mother of Queens Lakshmana and Shatrughna. Of all his 3 sons, he loves Rama the most and tries to shelter the boy from any danger. He is a good king, kind, just, and well-liked by his people. And Viswamitra. He is a sage and he was once a powerful king. Through a long meditation, he gained a number of magical powers. He is the one who takes Rama and Lakshmana into an adventures to kill troubling demons. He is the son of King Dasaratha and Queen Sumitra. He is a twin brother of Lakshmana and a half-brother of Rama. He is the one who fought with Lavanasura and killed him with an arrow. And Sumatra. He is the one who always gives proper advice to the king and a chief counselor of Dasaratha. He is the one who unwillingly brings Rama into exile. And Surpanaka. She is a sister of Ravana. She is also a powerful Rakshasi. Rakshasi means female demon. She attempts to seduce Rama and kill Sita. But the prince brothers attack her. And lastly, Hanuman. A god of wisdom, strength, courage, devotion, and self-discipline, and was one of those 4 monkeys. This monkey group was instrumental in giving Rama key information about Sita. They helped him build a bridge across the seas and cross over with a monkey army that successfully stormed the demon stronghold and freed Sita.
And now let us talk about the synopsis. Born during an age when the demon Ravana terrorized the world, Rama is a virtuous, wise, and powerful prince of Ayodhya. As a young man, he is able to accomplish what no other man has ever done. He lift and string the bow of Shiva, and by so doing, he earns the right to marry the beautiful Sita. So bilang isang prinsipe, may katangian siya nito, at ito ay pagiging virtuous, wise, and powerful. As a young man, he is able to accomplish what no other man has ever done. Ibig sabihin, may mga bagay na siyang nagagawa na hindi kayang gawin ng ibang tao. Tulad na lamang ng pagpana sa pana ni Siva, at dahil dito, nakuha niya ang loob ng kanyang napakagandang asawang si Sita. Just when he is about to ascend the throne of Ayodhya, his father Dasharatha is forced to exile him for 14 years to the forest, due to a vow made long ago. Unruffled Rama accepts his exile. His wife Sita and his loyal brother Lakshmana accompany him. In the forest, the prince's brothers kill many demons and visit many wise men and women. So sinasabi dito na just when he is about to become the king of Ayodhya, sa pilitan na siyang pinaalis ng tatay niya at tinapon siya sa kagubatan for 14 years dahil sila ay mayroong kasunduan. Si Rama ay tinanggap ito, kasama si Sita na kanyang asawa at ang kanyang kapatid na si Lakshmana. Sa kagubatan, marami silang nakitang demons at ito ay kanilang pinatay, at sila ay pumunta rin sa mga matatalinong tao. The evil demon Ravana hears of Sita's beauty and kidnaps her. He has fallen in love with her and tries to seduce her, but she rebuffs his advances for nearly 10 months. Hanggang sa nalaman ni Ravana kung gaano talaga kaganda si Sita, kaya dinakip niya to. Hanggang sa nahulog na ang loob ni Ravana kay Sita at inaakit niya na rin ito. Pero malalim ang pananalig ni Sita kay Rama, kaya tinanggihan niya si Ravana sa loob ng 10 buwan. Dahil sa kagustuhan mabalik ni Rama sa kanya si Sita, nagtayo sila ni Lakshmana ng grupo kasama ang hari ng monkey, which is si Sugriva. At sinugod nila si Lanka kasama ang army ng mga monkey. After ng maraming battle, natalo nila si Ravana at nakabalik si Sita. Ngunit, nagdalawang isip si Rama kung naging unfaithful ba sa kanya si Sita sa matagal niyang pagkawala. Dahil dito, nagkaroon siya ng test or trial doon sa fire para mapatunayan ang kanyang chastity or virginity, in other words. At dahil napatunayan na walang ginagawang masama si Sita, kinuha na siya uli ni Rama at bumalik sila sa Ayodhya at pinagharian nila ito sa loob ng maraming taon.
So for the plot, meron tayong exposition. Yung exposition, ito yung part na nanalo si Rama sa archery contest and ang prize ay mapapangasawa si Sita. And nanalo siya dito sa contest na to and he was declared as the future king dahil sa kanyang natatanging kakayahan na ipinakita sa contest na ito. Rising action, ito yung part na nalasa ng utak ni Kaikeyi ng kanyang maid na si Mantra. Sinabi nito kay King Dasaratha na ipatapon o i-exile sa forest for 14 years si Rama at gawing susunod na hari ang kanyang anak na si Bharata. Sa climax naman, ito yung part na pinilit ni Bharata si Rama na bumalik sa kaharian nila para siya na lang ang maging hari. Pero si Rama ay hindi pumayag. Kaya ang ginawa naman ni Bharata ay kinuha niya yung sandas ni Rama para maging pruweba na maghahari siya sa Ayodhya sa pangalan ni Rama. Sa falling action, si Surpanaka, isang rakshasa princess na kapatid ni Ravana, ay na-inlove kay Rama and Lakshmana. Pero nireject ito ng dalawa. Kaya bilang ganti, pinadalhan ni Ravana ng usa to tempt them and stole Sita away. Sa Denoma naman, ito yung part na finally natalo na ni Rama si Ravana and he wins Sita back. And Rama is concerned that baka si Sita ay hindi na niya mahal si Rama. Kaya ang ginawa ni Rama ay hinayaan niya si Sita na ipakita o patunayan na hindi nagbabago ang pagmamahal nito para kay Rama. For the ending of the story, ito yung nakabalik na si Rama and si Sita at pinagharian nila ang Ayodhya for many wonderful years. For the conflict of the story, it can be a man versus man conflict. It shows between Rama together with his brother Lakshmana and Ravana. As Ravana continuously shows evil wherever he goes, the two brothers Rama and Lakshmana also continuously fights and were against with him.
Let us now move on to point of view. The epic is written in the third person. It is generally describes event from the point of view of Rama, but also switches to other relevant settings where Rama is not present, such as court of Ravan. So, sinasabi dito na yung mismong story ay nasa third point of view ni Rama. Pero, nung wala si Rama, nasa third point of view pa rin siya, pero ni Ravana. Kasi gumamit ng she, he, and they. Let us now move on to symbols. So, dinedescribe dito yung flower ay good divine characters. Tapos, yung flowers miraculously fall from the sky as a sign of divine blessing. At as compare flower to Rama, dahil siya yung blessing ng mga taga-Ayodhya. Conversely, places occupied by demons and rakshasas are described as being flowerless. Dahil nga yung flower ay good or divine, sila ay flowerless kasi sila ay mga masasama at hindi mabubuti. And therefore, flowers are a sign of true or natural divine beauty because they emerge spontaneously from the earth. So, kusa silang lumabas sa mundo. Or, meron talaga silang kakayanan magbigay ng mabuting kalooban sa ibang tao. Additionally, flowers are significant in the Hindu religion. More generally, they are frequently presented as offerings to the gods. So, bumalik tayo kay Rama. Dahil isa siya sa may magandang kalooban, siya yung ino-offer kay God. Kasi parang sa kanya binigay Ayodhya. So, yung tao nagtitiwala sa kanya. Let us now go on to silks, jewels, and perfumes. Sinasabi na yung silk, jewel, and perfume ay kayamanan na meron si Sita. Si Sita ay maganda, mayaman, nasa kanya yung lahat. Pero, nung umalis si Rama at Lakshmana, iniwan na rin nila yung karangyaan ng buhay doon sa Ayodhya. Dahil sila ay pinatapon sa forest. Sinasabi rin dito sa last part na, as they delighted the eye, so they delighted the heart as well. So, ibig sabihin, kung ano yung nakikita sa'yo, dapat ay yung pinapakita mo. Kung maganda ka, dapat maganda rin yung loob mo.
For the themes of the story Ramayana, first we have the romantic love. A central focus of this story is the love between Sita and Rama. As incarnation of the goddess Lakshmi and God Vishnu, they are literally been made for each other. Yung romantic love, nagtatakal siya dun sa part na love sila sa isa't isa. Their relationship is characterized as harmony and devotion. Yung romantic love, pinapakita rin nung time na sinundan ni Sita si Rama into exile sa forest. And pinakita rin ang romantic love kay Sita nung time na hindi siya nagpaseduce kay Ravana kahit sineseduce na nito si Sita. And si Rama naman, pinakita na rin ang romantic love kay Sita. Bigyan niya ng chance na ipakita na mahal niya pa rin ito. And yung love between kay Sita and kay Rama, it's been a model relationship for South Asians for centuries. So for the second theme, ito yung perfect man. Una rito ay si Rama. So kilala naman natin si Rama as a time-honored symbol of the perfect man. He is generous, just, merciful, and the master of his emotion, and a valiant warrior. He is also a dedicated son and a loyal husband. Marami ring characters ang nagpapakita ng pagiging perfect man. Isa na rito si Sita, showing her perfect devotion to her husband, is the eternal symbol of the perfect woman and a wife. Lakshmana, the brother of Rama, who never leaves his brother's side despite the horrible dangers, is the image of the perfect brother. Hanuman, a witty, loyal, and wise, is a perfect advisor. So for the third theme, ito yung brotherly love. May-symbolize nito yung relationship ni Lakshmana and ni Rama. Lakshmana is an exemplar of brotherly love. Hindi siya or never siya naging envious or nainggit sa kapatid niyang si Rama. Kahit alam nito na mas matapang, mas skilled, mas capable si Rama sa kanya. Instead, sinuportahan niya si Rama sa lahat ng adventures nito. Katulad na lang nung pinatapon sa forest si Rama ng kanilang tatay, sinundan niya ito. Tinulungan niya ito sa battles dun sa forest kahit bata pa sila nun and pareha silang inexperience. Si Rama naman, pinapakita niya ang brotherly love kay Lakshmana every time he thinks na si Lakshmana ay part of his own body. Ibig sabihin, pinapakita niya dito ang brotherly love kasi ayaw niyang masaktan si Lakshmana. Thinking it's his own part of the body. So, for the last theme, ito yung good and evil. Maraming eksena dito sa story na to ang nagpapakita ng kabutihan at ng kasamaan. They are frequently represented as a contrast between human or God and the Rakshasa. The Rakshasas exhibit a number of vices, or yung violence, blasphemous impulses, and sexual indiscretions, while the righteous humans are exemplars of every virtue. Though good and evil are opposed, the Ramayana suggests that they are not innate, but rather the result of choice. Ibig sabihin, itong story na to, pinapakita na yung mga kasamaang ginagawa ng mga characters ay hindi ito yung kung ano yung nasa loob nila o kung ano talaga sila sa loob. Ibig sabihin nito, yung story ay pinapakita na yung kasamaang ginagawa nila, ito yung resulta ng maling desisyon na pinipili nila.
Let us now discuss the literary element. Figure of speech, simile. Rama was dark as a blue lotus and Lakshmana as fair as a moonbeam. Simile, comparing two different things using as or like. Kinompare ang dalawang bagay sa mga literal na feature na may deep religious meaning. Like blue lotus is for Rama, a flower that symbolizes the perfect of wisdom, and moonbeam is for Lakshmana, the ray of light coming from the moon. Next is metaphor. Dasharatha said you in a clear voice, Viswamitra, your coming here is a godsend to me. Like nectar to a mortal, rain to a famine, the birth of a son to a childless, and like a treasure to a poor man. Metaphor means directly refer to one thing by mentioning another without using or like. Sinasabing, ang pagdating ni Viswamitra ay hindi inaasahan. The metaphor here proves by linking yung sa nectar to a mortal, rain to the famine, the birth of a son to a childless, like treasure to a poor man. Next is personification. The ice on the Himalayas began to melt as the sun drifted north again, and spring returned to Bharatavarsha. This was no common spring, but wore rainbow-hued lotuses in its hair, flowers that bloom once in 1,000 years. So, personification is giving life to an inanimate objects. It describes the passage that refers to spring kung saan pinanganak si Rama. Nibigyan ng buhay yung spring like human na nagsusuot ng flowers. Next one is hyperbole. The heroes of Ramayana are often described as taller than mountains or brighter than the sun. This may be an example of hyperbole, or it may be an attempt to render the majesty of these divine figures in textual form. So, hyperbole is an exaggerated form or statement of words. The way na describe yung mga heroes exaggerated, like taller than mountains, like there's no one taller than mountains or brighter than the sun. And isa ring way ito para mapakita ang power nila in textual form. Next one is foreshadowing. The light of their love shone through Ayodhya, and people were full of great joy, knowing their future was secure in the hands of a great noble Kshatriya. But fate had other designs of lives of the young couple, lost in each other's tender love. Time had sinister the way leads them down. Far away, on a jaded island, a monster lived, who was path to cross truth in evil. So, yung foreshadowing, it is a prediction or hint. So, ito yung mga pwedeng mangyari sa susunod na kabanata ng story. So, makikita agad natin na mahint tayo sa pwedeng mangyari sa character ni Rama at ni Sita. Yung pwedeng mangyari sa love story nila dahil sa mga paparating na bagong characters. Next one is the socio-cultural approach. We can see the tradition that were still left behind from the folks, like the archery contest. For anyone who will win, will surely marry a beautiful girl like Sita as a reward for winning the contest. Socio-cultural approach, it shows the uri ng pamumuhay na meron ng isang lugar. So, ito is pangkapaligiran. So, makikita sa story kung saan it talks about their lifestyle. Yung ginawa nila about sa archery is parang ganun ang rules nila of winning the heart of woman. So, yun yung ginamit nila. The next one is romanticism. In the epic, you will see the love that is present between Rama and Sita. It also shows how Rama likes Sita, that he even won the contest arching. So, romanticism talks about the love story, emotional attachment of characters. Makikita naman natin sa story na apply talaga yung romanticism dahil sa love na nabuo kay Rama at Sita. And the last one is Love is Not the Only Something You Feel, It Is Something You Do by David Wilkerson. Ibig sabihin, the term love is not only what you feel, it's about emotion that causes action. At si Rama proves it to Sita, lalo na nung nalaman niya na kinuha siya ni Ravana. He did everything para maibalik ito, even if kapalit pa nito yung buhay niya. Dahil mahal niya, gagawin ang lahat. That is the power of love.